In Scenario 5, we will demonstrate UEBA tuning capabilities in ArcSight Intelligence. From a mathematical perspective, ArcSight Intelligence does not produce false positives. It employs unsupervised machine learning to create unique baselines of normal behavior for each entity encountered, and surface statistically proven instances of unusual behavior when compared with the entity's past activity, as well as when compared with peer entities. Whereas no false positives are produced, there are several ways in which its analytics may be tuned to reduce noise and provide clear indications of threats. Customers may find certain types of unusual behavior or anomalies to be either more or less significant than others. Users can easily adjust anomaly weightings from the Anomaly Alert dialog box in the ArcSight Intelligence UI. Alternatively, anomaly weightings can be adjusted via the Tuning API. The weightings determine how much a given anomaly instance will influence the risk scores of any entities involved. Furthermore, probability thresholds for the creation of an anomaly alert can be adjusted via the API. This allows for a reduction in noise by controlling how anomalous a behavior needs to be to generate an anomaly alert. To illustrate the use of anomaly weightings to tune the behavioral analytics results produced by ArcSight Intelligence, let's consider two different types of authentication anomaly. The first highlights unusual volumes of login attempts. You can see on the anomaly matrix that all the anomalies recorded have low or medium risk. Next, let's look at anomalies associated with unusual failed login attempts. Note how the distribution of risk assigned is much wider than for the previous anomaly type. The majority of anomalies are scored as low risk, but several have high or extreme risk scores. In this case, the second anomaly type has been assigned a higher weighting as the organization deemed that unusual failed login attempts should contribute more risk than unusual volumes of login attempts. Now, let's consider how anomaly probability thresholds can reduce noise introduced by low-risk anomalies. As noted, the majority of unusual failed login attempt anomalies have a low or medium risk score. We may wish to tune the system to only record higher risk anomalies by setting the probability threshold for this anomaly type to a higher value. Customers may also determine that certain entities are more or less insignificant than others. Adjusting the importance of a given entity influences the risk assigned to it and the entities with which it interacts. To illustrate the effects of entity importance, let's look at an anomaly type associated with the unusual use of processes. In this case, processes known or suspected to be malicious have been assigned a higher importance than processes generally considered to be benign. Under the same circumstances, anomalies that involve suspicious processes, for example the privilege escalation tool juicypotato.exe, are assigned much more risk than those that involve benign processes, for example taskhost.exe.